hello, Fear the Meerkat here. Welcome to another episode where the sound hopefully doesn't sound too bad of Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time Master Quest. So yeah, just before I continue with my introduction and explanation, unfortunately due to sound problems I had to miss out a couple of bits in the last episode. So basically you might have spotted a treasure chest there, the treasure chest. Originally that had the blue, red ice around it that you couldn't get rid of. So you had to get rid of it by doing by collecting the blue flame from there, and unfortunately that means I need to use a fairy to get an empty bottle, so that was annoying. And yes, basically what you need to do is destroy this hand using an arrow, and that gives you access to the blue flame, which allows you to get rid of the red ice. And also the red ice was blocking the entrance. That's something you've missed, but now, as you'll see in a moment, the entrance is, you can just about see it there, it's a locked door, but yes, now we have access to the entrance. And because I've had these sound problems, and because I have a limited amount of time, today is the day when I'm hopefully going to be stopping using this particular computer. Anyway, because today is the day when I need to try to finish these recordings if I can, I've decided, due to the sound problems and the length of the videos, that I'm just going to make these videos any length that I feel like, and I'm just going to have post-commentary. So commentary recorded separately. You may have noticed that one of the bats in here is invisible, which is annoying. You can use the lens of truth, or you can just target it, and if you press the target button at random, like that, it will target the place where the invisible thing is, even though it's invisible. I don't know why it's invisible, maybe it's a glitch, I don't know. But yes, I haven't done post-commentary like this in quite some time, so I don't know if the sound's going to be perfect or not. I'm hoping you can still hear my voice and hear what's going on with Link in the actual game, but I can't be 100% certain of that. So there we go. That's what's going on. There might be times when I'm just quiet. Such things happen. But yeah, I've cut out a lot of stuff from this episode because I thought it might be better to because I don't have a lot of time, and because it's a lot easier to edit if you're not kind of fiddly with the editing. Pushing those blocks into the holes makes the blocks reappear again. So if you make a mistake, you can just restart. Obviously you need to get all of these silver rupees here. But yes, I've cut out a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't useful. So this is more like a walkthrough. Basically there are going to be no mistakes. The only real difference between it being a walkthrough and it not being a walkthrough is my voice talking. And that's it. So yeah, you can just, I suppose, watch the screen and see what's going on. But I will be saying things as well. And everyone loves block puzzles, and the only thing they love even more is block puzzles involving ice. These are the two sort of staple things, or stable things, I'm not sure which, of the Legend of Zelda genre. So yeah, if you just pay attention to the screen, you should be able to follow what's going on and how to do it. It really is a pity to waste those fairies, but never mind. I'm really hoping this recording is working. If not, I've got a real problem. And when I'm pausing like that, I've tried to cut it out, but basically it's me looking at the strategy guide. I admit, I use strategy guides a lot for this last bit. You really shouldn't underestimate how large and how much time it takes in Dan's castle here. There's just loads of it. I mean, I'd much rather have this with actual sort of rooms, proper rooms and proper sort of puzzles than just have a load of mini bosses and phantom cannons and puppet cannons and so on that you get in the Wind Waker, which you know you get in the Wind Waker if you've ever played it, and if you haven't, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. Hello again. It's a pity, this is the last time she appears, but I love her head floating there. That's cool. Now, hopefully I'm not going to get a problem that I've occasionally had with post-commentary, where, I'm sorry about the ums, I know I say a lot, but, where the video eventually goes out of sync. That would be annoying. But I don't think so. I don't really know what causes the sound problems, and today I don't really have time to find out. So yeah, I am showing off my mistakes here because, well, just because I am. I didn't want to use an arrow here because I was kind of running out of arrows. I only had 16 in it. Now how many I would need, as you can see, I fired a bunch of arrows at this bomb flower before I eventually succeeded, so excuse me. Anyway, I don't have time to fiddle around a lot with editing or redoing the sound, so what you get here is what you get. Add more arrows at this point, so I mean, I know it's not great to have that attitude. I wouldn't have that attitude, but I wasn't expecting to be on a timetable, and now it turns out that I am on one, so. But yeah, editing is fiddly. If you're gonna do editing with the commentary already in and not have post commentary, then what you end up with is having to edit it. Not only edit out the bits that didn't work or got boring, but you also need to make sure that you're not editing out anything you've said that's sort of interesting or that you make reference to kind of later on during the Let's Play, so you can't sort of edit out half a sentence. That doesn't make sense. You can edit out half a sentence that doesn't make sense, if you see what I mean, and then edit out the rest of the sentence that doesn't make sense. But yeah. And also, editing can be fiddly if you're carefully watching your mistakes and making sure that you show off the fact that you make mistakes, but also getting rid of some mistakes so it doesn't get boring. And so you're not just showing the same thing over and over. So that's why I've decided to make this more walkthrough style, except with commentary, so that I basically don't show off the times when I'm messing up. Unless I accidentally get blown up, in which case, you know, I do show it off. Now this thing in the centre is supposed to be a torch, but it doesn't look a lot like a torch. Kind of looks like it's made of metal, in which case surely that fire wouldn't burn it. Now, who can guess that there's going to be something on that mysterious black area on the ground there? Just that one black square that sticks out like a sore thumb that's square for some reason and has been painted black for some reason. But it's still a thumb. This Shadow Temple based section feels more like the Shadow Temple, unlike the Forest Temple based section, with all of the guillotines and the invisible things and the Bemis and so on. I mean, the Bemis does appear in other parts of the game, but still, this one really sort of feels like it's the Shadow Temple. Now, I'd recommend just wearing normal boots here. Normal boots! It's the name of a YouTube channel, and, yes, I just like that phrase. Normal boots. Because it's like, all the boots you have in Zelda have sort of special names, like arm boots and so on. But these boots are just boots, so they're normal boots. I hope that didn't sound really boring, and that it made sense to some extent. Anyway, yes, this it's much better to use the normal boots here because they have more traction and it's much easier to not fall off. I recommend not falling off here, or you have to start the entire thing again. Yeah, I fell off a couple more times than that. I love the way that the path suddenly disappears. That's very convenient, that. And it's quite mysterious as well why that happens. I'm not sure it quite makes sense for the path to disappear as soon as the door unlocks. I think that's just probably poor design. Ah, hello. Do my best. And I actually managed in what was originally 26.5 minutes to get 2 rooms done. Although you could argue that the ice room had already been partially done in the last episode and then cut out. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. And we're coming up to the end of the episode. So I will see you next time. Probably later today. Maybe.